Joining us now in Studio B is TJ Haws. Jerem likes to call him 3J Haws. A lot of people like to call him the Ginger Mamba. I've also heard the Ginger Ninja. So
there's a lot going on there.
Take your pick, TJ. I mean, you hear all these nicknames. Do you have a favorite?
Not yet. I think they're all pretty funny. I enjoy hearing them.
3J Haws. Yeah, I like.
You
I
like
like
three?
that.
You like 3J?
Yes.
That's
3J's
catching some
good.
momentum here. Okay, you obviously come from a great line of basketball talent with your dad, Marty, your brother, Tyler, and then the legacy that you are now starting to lay here at BYU. Is there any type of pressure that you feel associated with being one of the Haws at BYU?
No, not really. I don't think there's a lot of pressure. I just, I feel like I'm my own basketball player and kind of paving my own path, and I like where I'm at right now, and I hope to continue to get better and stay aggressive every day.
I don't remember Tyler throwing over-the-shoulder passes. That's just me. I don't know if you remember
see,
any.
like that might be one of your defining moments. Like Tyler was the fake behind the defender.
Brandon Davies
They turn
claims
around,
he did it first.
and then he makes it. But we've seen you pull that move.
When did
twice.
you start to develop that move? Because that's something that we're seeing a little more often. The crowd loves it when
the over-the-shoulder pass. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's something that I think it's the most efficient way to pass it when you get in the lane like that, and because I can't turn my body and pass it a different way, and so I'm just trying to make a quick pass, and it happens to be that way a lot of the time.
How do you see the court so well? Like, what did you do when you were younger to develop that?
Oh, I don't know about that. But I think one of the biggest things is just, being aggressive and being willing to make the right basketball play. Because sometimes if you get in your head that, okay, I'm going to score, then you're not willing to make the pass. And so you have to kind of read the defender and what he's going to do. And if he comes and helps on you, then make the pass.
That's what I've been missing in my pickup and rec league games. You have to look at your teammates? I never realized that.
Yeah, you've been missing more than that, Jeremy. TJ Haws with us in Studio B. How would you define the season for this BYU team thus far?
I think we're getting better every single day, and I think we've had some games that we should have won, and but I think those games we have things that we can work on, and I feel like we haven't hit our potential yet, and I feel like we continue to get better every game.
Nick said it took until February before he felt like he was back. Do you feel like you're back already, or is there still some time needed?
I think there's still some things that, aren't exactly where they were, but I feel really good right now. My body feels good, and I feel like I'm in shape, and so I think I'm back, but maybe there's still a few things that could get better.
What's harder to get back all the way after a mission? Physical, mental, emotional, other?
Probably physical, because mentally you're back in it. You want to get back into things quickly. And I think that's an easier part, but I think physically it's tough to come back from a mission.
One of your teammates, Elijah Bryant, appears to be healthy. He said his knee's 100%. He scored 17 points against Pacific. That was tied for a team high in the game. What does that mean for BYU basketball to have Eli back and a significant contributor in the lineup?
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be really good for us, and we're gonna need him down the road. And he's a big physical guard that can play defense and is tough and can shoot the ball, and so I think he's gonna help our team a lot in many different areas.
You're shooting 40% from three, but there was a stretch there where uncharacteristically it was just kind of tough. I think there was a 3 for 17 stretch during 4 games. What did you do to snap out of that? Because I think we all knew you were a better shooter than what was happening.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just shooter's mentality. Continue to shoot. The next one's always going in, and making sure you're getting shots outside of practice, and making sure you're practicing those, but then just continuing to stay positive and have that shooter's mentality.
Has the Marriott Center Annex, or as we like to call it, the YMCA, has that assisted in this process at all? Have you been able to get up maybe more shots than you would have if it was just the Marriott Center for access?
Yeah, it's such an amazing place. It's always open for us, and we can always go in there and get shots up, and our coaches are willing to work with us, and so we're up in there a lot, and there's a lot of guys working out in there, and it's been really awesome for us.
What are the hours like in there? Like, can you go in there like midnight if you want?
Yeah, you can go in there anytime you want.
Oh, that's nice.
So, like, TJ Haws wakes up at 3 o'clock in the morning, like, hey, honey, I feel like getting some shots.
Someone's got to rebound. That's the thing, right?
I know.
You need like a equipment manager or a practice player or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, where is this team improving the most from game one to this point in the season? Where would you say the mark of improvement manifests itself the most?
I think just in our unity. This team has never played together, and it's a lot of new guys, new faces, and so I think every game we're just getting more and more comfortable with each other, and I think it's showing out on the floor.
What will be the difference in this team between now and the end of the season? Like, where do you hope to get to in terms of some things that will make this team better and hopefully get you in the postseason where you want to be?
You know, I hope we just continue to stay aggressive, because I think the past few games at home we've come out and had great starts to games, and I hope we can do that on the road and go out and surprise people with the way we come out and start our games.
Do you like playing in the gyms at LMU and St. Mary's and, the smaller West Coast Conference gyms, and it gets a lot of attention because they are smaller? Do you like that?
It's definitely different, but, I enjoy it. I enjoy playing away games. I think they're a lot of fun, and the LMU game, we had an incredible amount of fans there, which was really fun because that felt like a home game. But as far as like the St. Mary's game, I thought that was really fun. It was a small gym that was very packed and got really loud, and it was a fun environment to play in.
What was the LMU game like as a team, but also individually? You hit some big shots down the stretch.
I thought that game was really good for us because, we got down a few points, but I felt confident the whole game. I knew we were going to win. And so at halftime, we kind of regrouped and got back together and came out in the second half with a lot of energy. And I thought that was great for this team. And then we showed some heart down the stretch and got it done.
I want to borrow a few bucks from TJ Haws because it's 18. A few, 18. Climbing out of that was big. You go to St. Mary's, you bounce back with Pacific. Now you have a San Francisco team that's actually shown it can fill it up, especially from distance. So what's the scouting report on the Dons?
This team is a very good shooting team, and they can shoot the lights out. And so we're gonna have to defend the 3-point line really well, and it's gonna be a good challenge for us because those teams can run away from a game really easily, and so we're gonna have to lock down on D and have good team defense. And I think if we can do that, we'll win the game.
How much communication do you have with Tyler, who's playing currently in Poland for Anwil Włocławek or something like that?
Something like that. We don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
I talk to him once or twice a week, and we try and catch up and talk about how his week was and how my week was, and we talk a little bit about our games and how things went, and it's always good to talk to him.
Eric Mika is averaging 20 and 9 right now. He's just playing really well. When did you first meet him? How old were you?
I was in 5th grade.
Okay. At any point from 5th grade on, did he dominate the competition like this? Is this kind of what he's done before, or is this a new level?
I think my junior in high school, he was pretty dominant, but this year he's been really good, and I think I knew that coming into the season that he would be this good. Just seeing how hard he worked this summer, and his work ethic has been incredible, and so I'm not surprised by how well he's playing, but I'm super happy for him, and I think he's doing a great job.
What's something we don't know about Eric Mika and Nick Emery? Everybody knows that you three can play basketball and that you're friends out there. What are some things that we don't know about those guys?
That we don't know?
Yeah, like that's not common knowledge to the public. Like I saw Eric on Snapchat the other night playing Just Dance, and I was filming some stuff, and he's a character. Like what are some weird, strange things that we don't know about Eric Mika?
Eric Mika. Well, I think he's pretty. I mean, what you see is what you get with him. He's pretty open. He's a really funny guy, and I don't know. The other night we had a game night with a bunch of our friends, and Eric, he's pretty wild at game night. He's always looking to poke fun at others, but he's a good time. We love having him around.
How about Nick?
Nick, he's a very interesting guy. Nick, he always brings a laugh to the team, and we love having him. And what I love most about Nick is he doesn't really care what people think about him. He's very opinionated, willing to say what he thinks, and what he thinks is right in his mind. And I really like that about Nick.
Is there a point in this season where you kind of cease to be a freshman, if you will, like where the experience is to the point where you go, okay, this whole conversation about freshmen and sophomores you have the experience now. Do you think that happens at some point in the season? Or does it take a full year, maybe?
I don't know. I try not to really think about it that, I'm a freshman. I feel like I've had a lot of experience in my life, and so I've played against good competition all growing up, and so I feel like it's just a continuation of what I've been doing my whole life, and I don't feel like I'm super young or a freshman or anything like that.
And guys like Yoli Childs, who are straight out of high school at some point, hey, he's just a player on the team, right? He's not off that yellow bus a few months ago anymore.
Yeah, no, I feel like Yoli's played against incredible competition as well, and I think that shows out on the floor, and I feel like he has confidence, and it's really good.
I love that you're so nice right here, but that you're just an animal on the floor, TJ.
The ginger mamba.
I love that dynamic so
on
much.
the court, right?
We appreciate the time, my friend.
Thank you. Appreciate it, guys.